Now, money laundering will be a big problem to the world's financial system this year. As much as 5% of global GDP is laundered every year, with criminals finding new ways to hide and transfer their illicit earnings. In 2022, banks and financial institutions faced fines of $5 billion for not having robust anti-money laundering systems in place. Well, Strise is an anti-money laundering intelligence software company that says it can help by using AI to identify and stop high-level financial crime. I spoke to the boss of the company about what it can do.
Stopping financial crime and money laundering is really complex. So you can think of Strise like a big puzzle with a million pieces. Now, existing solutions give you maybe a few of those pieces, but with Strise, you have all the pieces, you have a clear picture of the box, even the instructions on how to put the pieces together, and even documentation afterwards so that you can show the puzzle regulators that you actually did it correctly.
Okay, so who's using this software and how does it help them to overcome financial fraud?
So we are working very closely with banks and other institutions that move money around because that's where the biggest problem is. So we work with banks such as Nordea. We work with one of the largest mobile wallet companies in Europe, Vipps Mobile Pay and Handelsbanken, to then, help them put the piece together. And they have seen enormous gains, such as 90% reduction in the time spent onboarding new clients, which help the good guys get access to their money faster and help the bad guys out of the financial system. So, yeah.
How long, though, do you think your software will be effective for? Because as we always know, the cyber criminals tend to be one step ahead. They're going to work their way around your product, surely.
That's a very good question. And you're pointing out something that is really important to shed a light on. And that is this arms race or cat and mouse game that our banks have with criminals, because criminals, they, like us, have access to the newest AI tools and they don't have to worry about regulations or being compliant. Whereas banks, they have been appointed, our society's defense against these crimes. And they also need to keep up, which shows that it's imperative for them to invest in new technology. And, the most dangerous thing is to invest in old technology. And then in a few years, they're stuck with technologies that can't keep up at all. So using AI now is important.
But just explain how your software then is going to remain relevant, given the fact that we know the cyber criminals work out how to get around software such as yours very quickly.
So we also pay attention to, how to evolve this, work very closely with banks to uncover the most recent trends, pull that in, try to showcase, try to find the red flags as fast as possible.
Interesting, a very difficult thing to tackle, financial crime, as it were. But now let's talk about